Okay, so we have a massive federal bill that was just signed into law called the Big Beautiful Bill. Now, while there's a lot of political noise around this, I want to cut through that and talk about the specifics and focus on what actually happens in our local real estate market and mortgage market here in Louisiana. Now, this bill has some big moves. Listing those out, it locks in the Trump era tax cuts permanently. It expands the child tax credits. It temporarily reduces federal taxes on Social Security. It dumps a ton of money into border security and defense. And it slightly expands the SALT deductions for married couples. Now, what does this mean for somebody buying or selling a house in Louisiana? Let's break it down. So first, mortgage rates are going to be key here. This bill is expected to increase the national deficit by over $2 trillion. That's a lot of money, which means that we could see a move in inflationary pressure in the coming years, and this could inevitably push up interest rates. Now, in a market like ours where affordability is already tight for many buyers, this could price some buyers out of the market faster than the higher income states. So if you're house hunting or considering refinancing, now might be the time to lock something in while rates are still relatively low. Now, the next is going to be the SALT deduction changes. That is the state and local taxes. Not a big factor here, but something for us just to bring up. The SALT deduction cap, it's been expanded from $10,000 to $20,000 for married couples, which sounds great. But here in Louisiana, our state income tax and property taxes are already relatively low compared to the rest of the nation, so most people aren't going to be maxing this out anyways. That part of the bill might matter more in states like California or New Jersey, but here in Louisiana, not much of an impact. Now, the next point is going to be retiree benefits. That is a big win here. One of the most relevant changes here for Louisiana is the temporary tax break on Social Security income. With a big retiree population in our state, this change could actually help seniors qualify more easily on the mortgage side, especially when downsizing or even buying second homes. So if you're a real estate agent working with retirees or you're thinking of helping your parents buy, this is a door opener. Next is going to be more buyer demand coming our way. The expanded child tax credit and higher disposable incomes from those tax savings could increase the amount of buyers that qualify in our market. That's going to increase the number of buyers and put more pressure in the buyer's market. Now, good news for sellers, not great news from the buying side. You've got more competition out there, right? This means those submarkets like Metairie, Kenner, the West Bank, even the North Shore, we could see more competition, maybe some tighter inventory. And although we're seeing some bidding wars right now at multiple offer situations, that could potentially increase here in the coming months, years as this bill fully takes effect. So our plug here obviously is going to be if you're getting into the market, especially a competitive market, you want to work with the right lenders, right? So we're here to help support you through that competitive market. We can talk strategy, we can talk game plan on how to make that happen for you. Now, what does this mean for you and what do you need to do now? So if you're a home buyer or a potential home buyer in the market, now's the chance for you to get ahead of those rising rates and that greater buyer competition. If you're a homeowner, this could be time to start talking about tapping into that equity. Equity is at an all-time high in the nation. That means that money owned, that means that equity in your property you can use for other things, right? Or maybe we talk about downsizing or repositioning that debt. And if you're a real estate agent in our market, now's the time to team up with a lender who understands how to structure offers and guide buyers through this more competitive market as it comes our way. Now, last things, if you've got specific questions on how this bill affects your personal situation, I'm here to help. Just call, text, or shoot me a message. You've got all of our contact info here. I can help you understand your options, create a mortgage strategy that's going to work for you, that's going to make sense. We're going to talk through that together and dial in exactly what's going to work for you. And look, if you found this helpful, share this with somebody you know who might be looking to get in the market or is currently in the market. We're always happy to help. We're here to answer questions. We can talk about the big, beautiful bill. We can put together mortgage scenarios, all of the above. So with that, thanks for watching, and we will talk soon.